What's up, you Degens? Welcome to the first episode of NFT window shopping. It's the first official episode. We did a test run last week, did super well, so we're running it back. Hope y'all got those wallets loaded up because we're gonna be looking through a lot of stuff today. It's gonna be pretty different than the other streams. There's not really a set agenda. Normally, there's what we do is at least somewhat structured over here. So this is gonna be way different. But basically what we got going on today, we're just gonna be looking at NFTs, talking about them, see what catches our eye, and maybe we'll buy something, who knows. But appreciate y'all for being here. If you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to the Apewell on YouTube. We do a lot of live streams. I've been trying to stay a little bit more consistent with the YouTube videos, but to be honest, there's not that much interesting stuff going on right now. So we're sticking to the live streams, Sweeper Sell on Mondays. We're making Wednesdays for window shopping, so just remember the W's right there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So let's get into it. I figure we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on Object today. Like, I'd rather buy things on Tezos because they're cheaper, they're more affordable, and one of the cool things about Tezos that I really like is that it doesn't matter how bad the market is. Everything's going down. We're talking altcoins, crypto, stocks, doesn't matter. But on Object, everybody's in it for the art. And there's a lot of new stuff coming out, a lot of interesting stuff. People are interested in collecting no matter what the market conditions are, which is it's pretty cool to see that Tezos has their own little niche community over here. So I've just been fully immersed in this for like the past month now. There's really a lot of cool projects that are happening over here that are kind of going under the radar. I'll start by shilling my bags because I feel like that is one of the better places to start looking. Just because I've already spent the time in, like, the stuff I collect because I actually like it, and I like the artists, want to support them, all that fun stuff. But there's something that I thought of that I literally, a sequoia right here, or acequia, I think is how it's pronounced. This is from FX Hash, which is basically like the art blocks of Tezos. And it's something that I collected a piece of, and I've been thinking about buying another one. I'm still like super on the fence about it, just because they're not cheap by any means at all. But this color palette right here, where it's like black and gold, there's 2 of them right near the floor, and there's only 9 of these total. Like, we go over here, and there's 23 different kind of palettes. I guess there's not like any that are, they're all kind of rare, because there's only 343 tokens in this collection. Let's look at so we'll start with the one that I have. I got one that's, people like collecting it. It's the CMYK. It's kind of it's got yellow, blue, and pink colors of the water. I guess I should probably go into that. This is mine that I own right here. But they're all animated, and it's all generative art. It's very, very unique stuff, like architecture based. And it's a collab. So Rich Pool and the Paper Crane are the people behind this one. They're just really cool to watch, very aesthetically pleasing, and I had to have one. I was really looking at just something, I don't know. For me, I'm not a big generative art guy. I'm trying to get into it, but I'm still learning the ropes. But a lot of the stuff that I see from like art blocks or just other generative art stuff, it kind of blends together. Like, it's just a lot of like squares and shapes and stuff. And I feel like everybody does that. So for acequia, the whole architecture of it all, I don't really see any architecture generative art pieces that drew me to this in the first place. Like, it just stands out compared to everything else I've seen. So, like I was saying, I think Monitor is what this thing is called, this color palette right here. And there's only 9 of them. I think this is one of the cooler looking. This reminds me of the Lotus F1 racing cars. Which is like, that's why I like this a lot, because I'm a big F1 guy. So, you know, I see one of these cars every time I look at this. So, yeah, that's my biased reason for wanting to pick up some of these, but they're also like sitting right above the floor. And I think it's one of the cooler color palettes that you can get. But yeah, like each collection on here, especially with the Gen Art stuff, is just a complete rabbit hole of its own. So that's where we're starting today. That's fun. I would love to get one of these. I only have like a couple hundred Tezos in this wallet, and I think a lot of them, I put a lot of bids out last night on Basket. I've been trying to get one of these so bad. It's a collection of 420 Pepes with the Basquiat painting archetype. So they're all one of ones, essentially, in this collection. If you know me, big Pepe fan. I just got a new, I mean, I guess I can show you guys that. I just got a new PFP that I've been rocking that I really want to switch to full time, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my ape. So I am shopping around a little bit with it, but it's for sale. I've been talking to people about, you know, there's some interest over here. So if you want the ape, it's a short window of opportunity. But I bought this the other day, Bat Ear Frogman by Matt Fury. It's part of the Heads collection. I've been talking about this for months, and it's really one of my favorite collections in the whole crypto sphere. Like, I just had to have a frog that was made by Matt Fury. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like I feel like as a founder, just like whatever profile picture you choose, it's like, it's almost like a football team that you're rooting for. Like if I have a Bored Ape, there's people that are gonna love me automatically because I have it, and there's people that are gonna hate me automatically because I have it. I was really trying to get away with that get away from that with this purchase, which is why I would like to be able to rock Bat Ear Frogman forever. Just because you don't have that segmentation when it comes to profile pictures if you're rocking a one of one, or just from a collection that doesn't have any kind of controversy around it, if that makes any sense. Like if I have a Bored Ape and then Yuga Labs is in the news for some controversy, whether it's true or not, if you're rocking the Bored Ape PFP, you kind of get lumped in with everything that's going on, which, like, as the face of a project, as the face of a community, I don't want what some other company or some other group does to affect my reputation. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens with this guy. Still rocking him on Twitter. I would like to get the AR filter made so I can start using him as what you guys see over there on the screen instead of the ape. But we're gonna see how it all plays out. Hopefully I can sell the ape in the next week or so. And then yeah, just go on from there. But I'm really thinking about, like, if I can sell the ape price that I want to get for it, I'm gonna try to go for a rare Pepe. Like, no, Series 1, Card 1. Not fucking around. I think this is probably one of the best bets you can make for just store value if you really understand the history of NFTs and crypto art. This is one of the holy grails. And, like, say you are to swap Bored Ape for one of these one for one. Bored Ape probably has some more upside potential in the short term, but I think as far as, like, potential ceilings that these things have, I think this can go so much higher. So I'm giving away my trading strategies right now because this is what I'm trying to do. I would love to get one of these ASAP. So if you're one of the 300 people out there that have one of these, hit me up. You can get an ape for it. I was actually trying to trade somebody my ape for it yesterday, and turns out he was a scammer. So I know I have a bored ape, but I'm not that dumb. They're gonna have to try harder. Let's look at some of these Baskex though. I guess enough enough talking about my own bags. I'm supposed to be putting the spotlight on some other artists here. So Baskek's got some really cool stuff. His name is Baskek on Twitter if you guys want to follow him. But I need to figure out which one of these I want to get. I've been throwing bids out, like I said. I've been trying to get one for like 120 in that range, a little under the floor. But yeah, there's nothing like, I think the highest I'd be willing to pay right now would be like 420 or something. And I love the Pikachu one because I'm a big Pokemon guy. Pokemon Pepe collab, sign me up for that. I don't know, this one's just not speaking to me for some reason, so I can't even give in right there. I really like 388 also because this is a character from Matt Fury's original Boys Club, which Pepe's from. And then this one right here with the ski mask on. I don't know what it is. I just think it's cool. It kind of reminds me of Pepe's old past when he got hijacked by 4chan. It's just like a lot of history built into some of these pictures. So I've been looking at a bunch of them, but nobody's selling me them. So unfortunate there. You got listed yesterday. These don't get listed too often, but somebody listed these 3 yesterday. I think I bid on this one. It'd be cool to get the small prints. This is another character from Boys Club. Shouts out to Landwolf. Oh, and then my boy Lucky, he got this one. This one was a fire pickup by him. I'm definitely jealous. Let's see. I started following 65 different people on Tezos. This is how I usually end up finding new artists. This is probably what I'd recommend if anybody's just like, if you're just starting out to collect art, especially on Tezos. You can go down a rabbit hole of just following people. Like, I would probably start with somebody like Vincent Van Doe, someone who's a well-known collector, collects a ton of stuff, a ton of different kinds of things, and then look at the different artists that he collects from and just like wait until something catches your eye and then just go down that rabbit hole, see what those people create and what they are collecting. So we're at his page right now, looking at the recently received, let's see, I guess this is probably a bad example for me to start because I've already been looking at this at Van Doe's stuff. But let's use Badala for an example. So they've made a bunch of art in the same style. Usually, like when I'm looking through somebody's stuff, I just look for the style. If that catches my eye, then I'll dive in, see what they got going on. And then it differs from when you see like what kind of stuff they own. None of these are speaking to me that much, but there was somebody, I think Maxwell, if I remember correctly. This dude has some of the, okay, cool, yeah, I do follow him. I think I got to like page 20. Oh, never mind, there's no pages. I realized that, okay, let me back up here. Whenever you're collecting a piece, you can go over here and see the owners, like who owns it. That's usually one of my things that is kind of a giveaway of like, hey, is there potential in this artist to do some good stuff in the future? Because usually there's some big name people, like I saw Fungible right here. I mean, obviously this is a killer acid piece, so he's gonna have a lot of, he's already big, have a lot of big name collectors. Fungible, Basilius, I think Tommy T is a bored ape. Yeah. And then we got Ape on here. But basically I saw Maxwell pop up as the owner on a lot of the things that I own. So I was like, all right, you own a lot of the same things that I own. We probably have a pretty similar taste. So that's where I was diving through recently and just figuring out who was owning the same stuff that I do. Just trying to see if they can help me wiggle my way down the rabbit hole in the correct way, and at least like find stuff that's interesting to me. So this is one that I found the other day. This is a dude named Dax Norman. He makes these crazy looking cartoons. They just morph into different things. So I'll start with this one. This is one that I almost bought the other day. We'll keep this tab open because who knows? Maybe I'll end up buying this. But it's on sale for 30 Tez right now. It's just crazy. Like you can see all these things morph. Like the morphs into the leg, and then the leg morphs into the next word. It's just like you don't see any of this type of stuff on ETH. And if it does, the gas fees that you pay on ETH cost as much as it does to buy this whole piece. Which is why I've really loved collecting the stuff on Tezos recently. Yeah, so I'll just take y'all with me because like we're just gonna be doing this how I do my normal looking at things before I buy. But I always check the owners now, and usually if I see somebody big name and I'm on the fence about buying something, that'll usually push me over. I don't recognize any of these people though. Not that that's a bad thing. I think you should just buy whatever you want, as long as you like it. Lowest listing 30. Checking out the history here. Somebody's bought for 25, 18, 16, 18, 16, 17, 16. So it's a little bit higher than anybody's bought for. I usually don't like buying or being the highest buyer just because I feel like I'm buying the top. But I think art has probably a more extended runway than some of the other NFTs that I'm used to buying. So I'm going to close out on Lovers. I don't think we're going to collect it today. But maybe you guys like that, which is why we're doing this whole show. Window shopping. There's no pressure here at all. And if you're watching live and you want me to check something out, drop it in the chat. I will check it out. Keep in mind though, I will be honest with it. So if it's like something that you made, I might talk shit. That's what I love doing, but I'll try to go easy on you. So let me know before I go hard. This one's kind of cool, the Magician. It's just so trippy. Like, I love how he's got the infinity right there. There's so much. It's just so smooth. Dax's creations. It's eight images. Let's see who wins this. I've seen Gore pop up on. He was on the other one. Maybe he's got some other stuff too. But yeah, I always check out Twitter too. Like if somebody's dropping some new stuff and has a ton of followers and gets a ton of engagement, you know, that's usually something that is a signal that I like to see. Gore collects some interesting stuff though. They only got 2 pages, so we can kind of take our time instead of just having to fire through it. I like this a lot. I wonder why. Oh yeah, some more Dax stuff. Cool. Yeah, I like seeing everybody's different styles of things they collect. Like if you look at the account I'm on right now is kind of all over the place. It's stuff that I like, but it's a very different variety. But if you go to my vault, just paper, it's a ton of glitch art. Like you can instantly tell what kind of art that I'm into as soon as you see this. I like colorful stuff. I like glitchy, nostalgic stuff. I like music NFTs. There's a lot you can tell about somebody just by looking through their collection. That's kind of one of the other things that I like about Tezos also. So like if you go to my vault on ETH, it's not like you don't know who I am really. by, I mean, you get much better sense by looking at this than if you go on OpenSea and then look at what I've got there. This is kind of like just the stuff that I'm trading and that I'm trying to flip for the most part. Like, I'll still go for the aesthetic stuff, of course. Like, you're not gonna see me walking around the metaverse looking like a floor piece, that's for sure. But it's harder to get a sense of like somebody's identity by just seeing the most, flexy, expensive things they own. I think you get a much better sense of that whenever the prices aren't crazy and that you can actually just buy what you like. Also, speaking of, since we're on the page, I started dropping my music over here. It's called Vibe Cards. We've got like 19 different owners right now. Each of these are on sale for 1 Tezo. So literally, I think like 99 cents. You can go collect the song. And I've been producing music for 7 years. So I'm finally putting it out for the world. I didn't want to drop it on ETH because you got to pay like hundreds of dollars just to get started over here. If you drop on Tezos, it cost me like $1 to get the whole collection started. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I like the collector community over here much more than ETH right now. But yeah. Okay, enough talking about me. Love talking about me way too much. We're back on the DAX train. So I want to just check out his cheapest stuff, because I'm not trying to drop too much money right now. How much we got in the wallet even? 107 Tez in the wallet. All right, we'll go on to the thing. We got Dax Norman, cool artist. I don't think he's got anything in my range that I want right now. Oh, this is one I wanted to look up. A guy named Sean Luke. We collected some of my Vibe cards. I know who he was at the time, and then found out after just looking through his stuff that he's also an artist. Been an artist for a long time. Has a pretty solid collector base and makes really cool stuff. So I've been wanting to collect one of his things. I did my GM tweet this morning, showed off some of his art. It was on the sensory overload piece. 55 Tez, 21 total. Again, like you can tell, glitch art. That's for me right here. Oh, neighbor, this one's funny. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in here. Problem for me, just the pricing on it. Like I mean, 15 is not a ton, but there's something that the cheapest thing just to own something of somebody's. I think this one's hilarious. Prime time TV just nukes. It really be like that. Let's see who's collected this stuff. Desultor. Probably just butchered the fuck out of that name. Oh, Maxwell? Is this the same one? Hold on. We gotta hit the Twitter real quick. Okay, not the same one. But this is kind of like how I just, go down the rabbit hole and find new stuff. Okay, I really want this. $62. We'll keep it in the back pocket. Check out the next one. Sensory overload. Obviously I like this. Tweeted about it this morning. 21 of these. How many of the primetime TVs are there? 23. So 23 versus 21. Yeah, if I'm comparing back to back, I would probably actually rather buy primetime TV than sensory overload. And the reason being is because I think it's funny. I really love collecting funny NFTs, and I think, like, if you look at a picture or you look at an animation and then it makes you smile or giggle or something, there's something there, I think. Which actually brings me to The next guy that I want to look up, his name is Master Dingus. We'll get to him in a second, but he makes just some weird ass animations. I think Neighborhood Watch is really cool too, because it just reminds me of, Big Brother's watching. Oh, Haiti Rocket. Love their stuff. I see Clown Vamp on a lot of things too. So it looks like Neighborhood Watch. It's probably got the most potential, I'd say, just by looking at the collectors and, I kind of understand the piece where it's coming from on this. Let's look at the sales. 39, 38, 25, 28. Oh yeah, another thing. When you're looking at these sales, look at the date that people bought them at. We'll use this one as an example. Clown Vamp, bought one of these for almost 29 Tezos in April of 2019. So if we go to CoinGecko, and then we can go check out how much Tezos cost back then. Is it really not gonna? Okay. You can compare USD value from back then compared to now. Now it's really easy because Tezos is basically $1. So if we could go back 180 days, find out when, we'll go back here. Let's see, April 29th. Why can't I? All right, we'll just use this price. $2.80. So if you do $2.80 times 28.69, what is that? Okay, so at the time, Clown Vamp paid $80 for this piece. Right now, you can get it for $69. So however you want to rationalize that in your head, like if you just put USD into Tezos, that wouldn't be a bad thing to compare. Like I would definitely use that as an accurate comparison to make sure that you're not overpaying for something and that maybe you could be getting a really good deal. I think Neighborhood Watch is on the potential buy list as well as Primetime TV, but let's look at the history on this also. Except the offer for 33. A 66 sale in August. 23 in June, 23 in May. 17 in April. If you do that like times 3, it's probably pretty close to where we are today. So I don't think these aren't priced bad. That's for sure. It's so tough picking out these things, man. Whoever's watching, one of y'all should buy one of these to make my job easier. Okay. We're done with FX hash for now. Oh, what else we got going on? Lewis OSB makes cool stuff. Oh yeah, sorry. I get so sidetracked on this stuff. This is what happens when I don't have a structure in place. But Master Tingus just makes the weirdest animations you could think of. Let's see what Moose is. I only have to talk on this one. It does all the talking for me. This See what I mean? It's like I didn't even know these things had sound to it. I really hope you guys can hear that too. It's just so ridiculous. I kind of want this. Hey, look, we got Clown Vamp's got one of these also. We're gonna look at Clown Vamp's collections next. The things that he's collected, because he's been popping up. All right, so that one's cool. Up Only Fan, cool name. What else we got? Who's collecting those? Vin Van Gogh. So he's trying to copy Vincent. Killer Acid's got this. I might have to. Let's see, 7.5. I'm really interested in this one. I didn't know that there was something this cheap that I liked. So Killer Acid bought this November 17th. It was like 20 days ago. For how much? $6.85. Not bad, not bad. Let's see the price a little high on this. There's just some really weird stuff in here. Like, I could spend all day looking through Master Tingus's creations and then never get bored. I really think Moose is probably going to be one of the one of the things. Okay, yeah. I can just like sit there and look at different animations all day. We're gonna keep Moose in the back pocket. So far, I think it's a tie between these two. I'm probably gonna end up buying Moose. Primetime TV still got, it's still on the fence right now. This is Clown Vamp stuff. I'm a poor boy, so I always cycle low to high. Even though the newest stuff is usually, for the most part, some of the best. I like to see the stuff that I can actually own. So this is a very mixed bag of things right now. Some pixel art, glitch art, some animations. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up. We're gonna start with yeah, we'll do his recently received stuff to see what Clown Vamp has been collecting recently. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. Santiago. I don't really think this art's for me personally. If I knew it was like generative art or something, I'd probably be more receptive to buying it. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really say. So we're gonna skip that. Ooh. Is this supposed to be Okay, so this is Battle FTX by unknowncollector.tez. This looks like it's supposed to be a depiction of Sam's penthouse in the Bahamas. I think that's so cool. But it is one of one, so we're not going to be able to get this one, unfortunately. Okay, so there's 6 items in this collection, all one-of-ones. This is the only for sale, and it's listed at 420 ETH. I mean, 420 Tez. So that's gonna be a no for me. But Unknown Collector seems like they got the sauce. Let's check out their stuff. Oh, that's so cool. It's got Doge, Mt. Docs, Coinbase, Twitter, Trends, FTX. That's awesome. I'm assuming all this stuff is going to be priced very high, just seeing the quality of work. None of that's really for me. I like base the FTX, the Doge thing, but everything else is just, it was just there. I don't think I collect any of the type of stuff that I'm interested in either, though. Lord King, all right, it's been pop up on 2 people so far. He was in Clown Vamp and now also Unknown Collector. And so this is the point whenever you're diving into all these things and you're gonna start seeing, you'll see these patterns of people who you like their stuff or you think their stuff is interesting, and then they happen to own things in common, like mutually owned art. Usually a good sign. Ooh, Pepe family. I'm all for the Pepe art. Adventurous. They have a lot of stuff. I see Joe Rogan's basement pop up all the time. I collect a lot of Pepe art, so it's got its own circle of people. Joe Rogan's basement is just everywhere. The same with Adventurous. I think one of one Bass Kex that I bid on was actually owned by this guy. Okay, so who made this? I want to find. Whenever I see somebody make Pepe art, I go to their profile to see what they've made, because, you know, if they've made one thing using Pepe as a character, they probably made more than one. And I guarantee if that's true and then we look at the next thing, you're probably going to see Joe Rogan's basement on that too. Maybe even Adventurous. Okay, a lot of glitch art. I like it. Ooh, a Bored Ape. 300 of these, I can't imagine. Probably won't be able to find anybody that we know just because there's so many. Oh, he's still got, yeah, that's the other thing. Wait. Yeah, I don't know, somebody owns 107 of these. I don't really see that happen that much on Tezos. That's more of like whenever I'm buying rare Pepes, if you look at the ones that dropped way back in the day, there's usually people that own like over 50% of the supply, and then that's just an automatic no for me, because unless they lost their wallet, then that's going to be a real big uphill battle to try to get the price to cross that, or to go up. Okay, but it looks like the Pepe thing that we saw the other minute was a couple pages back, and that's the only one I've seen so far. But we're on page 7, and the price is still like 4 Tezos. So to me, that tells me that this person's probably putting out too much art that like people don't want to collect, as bad as it sounds. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. But let's look at the what is this? Pepe the Reaper. Okay. Yep. Adventurous is on this one also. Well, actually, look at the stuff that Adventurous owns. because they own a lot of Pepe stuff. Alright, I think we're done with this collector. Okay, this is Unknown Collector again. They got a lot of cool stuff, so I'm gonna keep their page open. Clown Vamp, I think we're done with. And then only other 2 tabs I got are Prime Time and Moose. Kind of like this. This is supposed to be Killboy, I think is how I'm assuming this should be pronounced. It's pretty unique stuff. I like it. Oh, they got a Pepe. All right. You know, we have to check it out. Let's see it. My money is on Adventurous owning one of these. Thank God you guys didn't bet me. It's pretty cool though. What's the price on it? 42 Tezos. Recent history sold for 27, 26. A bunch of 15s. So the original price was 15, so it's almost a 3x from there. This one doesn't speak to me. Sounds so stupid saying that. Like, pretending like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to art. I like this one though. Okay, so this is still like the mint for this, essentially. I like that. I like it. We might end up buying it. Let's see. 7 editions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm so confused. Because it says there's only 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes 7 owners, but this shows how many they own right here. And it says everybody has 1. But for somehow, Killboy has 6 listed at 13. Something's not adding up. 1 sell, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burns 6. Okay, minted 13. Burns 6. I'm still confused. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how those numbers are getting. I don't know how there are 6 listed right now, and there's only like 7 total. We'll come back to that. OFT makes some pretty cool stuff. I follow them. Ooh, Pepe the Burner. This one looks kind of cool. Got that Elon flamethrower. Okay, 65 total. $1.50, then it goes up, then it goes up. Looking at the history doesn't really matter on the stuff that's super cheap. But yeah, look at that. Joe Rogan's dad bought at least 5 of them. Yeah, I'm thinking this one's a buy. That's what I love about Tezos. You find something cool, you find something you like. It doesn't matter who made it. Like, it could be a no-name artist, it could be a big artist, but they're selling for $1.50. I'm in. I'm actually gonna move that to a different screen. All right, successfully submitted the operation. We're in this. We got a new Pepe art. Who made this, by the way? Hoyo Do H. Of course, he made one thing, Pepe, so we're gonna look to see what else. See if there's any more good stuff that we can buy. It's kind of like a snowball effect. Once you buy something, or once you find a new artist and you buy something from them, and it's like, okay, why not look at what else they got going on? And usually if you like one thing by them, they probably made something else you like too. That's just my experience. Okay, that one's funny. Ape the Unvaccinated. Yeah, I like this guy. We're gonna give him a follow. And we can't just follow him on Object. We gotta follow him on Twitter too. He's got like a lot of, I don't want to call them derivatives, but it's like an homage of a lot of different artists' things. So this right here, Mind Sucker. There's a guy named John. I don't know how many J's there are in this, so bear with me. But he has these things called Windows Still Life. Actually, I collected one, so we're just gonna go to my page real quick to find it. But that piece, yeah, you can see how it had the window around it. Basically, just a derivative, some fan art in it, if you will. Just something that inspired the thing that Hoyo Do. I'm never gonna remember that. I'm sorry. Yeah, because this is also a derivative piece, I think too. Somebody, like my first day on Tez, there was a go-ahead box that you could buy, and people were paying absurd amount of money for it just to own one of these things. It's like kind of like performance art built into actual art, and I wish I knew the name of it now. Maybe okay, Trust by Xerox. Okay, thank God it says it right here. So yeah, he does a lot of tributes to other people's stuff, but let's look at Trust by Xerox. There's Xerox. I can't remember how it's pronounced. Offer high to low. This is probably gonna give us what we want right here. Yeah. So I think this is really cool. The art on this it's dope. Right now, the price is going for $5,000. There's 25 of these total, and obviously, you can see there's a lot of demand right here. 196 offers right now for this thing. 2 listings. The pre-sales are probably crazy. Not too bad. 1,600, a little under 1,600. 1,000. All just because they want to grab the cheese. So usually whenever big name people will own this for sure. I've seen Capitan on a few different ones. OX3Y3 makes super cool stuff. I've collected a few of their pieces. Ahil Crego, Legend. Joe Rogan's Basement is everywhere. Clown Vamp, they're everywhere. DZ. Cool people collect cool stuff. I don't know what else to say. But back to Hoyo Do. NFTs and sex. Oh, Joe Rogan's Basement is selling it. I could boot him out of this one. Recent sales on it. 2. It's cool, but I'm not trying to buy something that's 10x at this point. At least with, I don't feel rushed into this. Ape the Unvaccinated. It's cool. I like the Bored Ape stuff. 5 editions. The only one on sale is $5. That's really not bad. But I'm not gonna buy it just for that. So we'll keep on looking. Also, let me know in the chat if like, again, like, if there's anything you guys want me to look at. It doesn't even have to be on Tezos. It can just be on ETH if you want my opinion on something. But we're gonna turn this into the regular Wednesday stream where we're just going through, looking at art, looking at people's NFTs and tokens and creations, and just having a good time talking about it. Maybe it's even educational. Who knows? I would like it to be, but I'm not gonna put anything together beforehand. This one's just off the dome. Okay. Some new Pepe. Kinda mid. I got one of these. So Baskeck, like I was saying, he's got the Baskeck collection of the 421 of ones, but he's also got other collections that are much more affordable, much more liquid, easy to buy, like Born to Friend. This is one that I bought on probably the most recent sale, to be honest. Yeah, I bought it for $46.69. It's $50 right now. Van Doe has it. I think that's probably what I think. I'm pretty sure I saw this and then I was like, $46. You know, it's worth it just to get my first piece by Baskeck. Like it was the very first thing I bought by this guy. But if you look at all of his creations total right here, you can get in for pretty cheap. $269, not bad. Is that an art gobbler? There's so much just weird stuff that you find on Tezos. I think one of ones are probably pretty decent to collect also right now. I just realized Adventurous has 300 pages of things they've collected. We're definitely not going through all of it. That would take me all day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3, 24 NFTs per page times 300. Mental math tells me that's like over 6,000 NFTs this guy's collected, which is crazy. We gotta follow him for sure. Keep up with what this guy's collecting. When you follow people on an object, you only get notified whenever they, I guess whenever they mint or list something. I don't think if somebody lists something that they've collected, I don't think it shows up here unless they were the person to mint that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So I like to use collectors. I like to follow them just so I can go through my following list and remember who's a good collector and who collects things that I like also. Okay, we could spend all day going through Adventurous pages. I'm not trying to do that yet. Much prefer the variety of just people who collect random stuff, and then rather than people who collect like 20 pieces at a time of the same type thing. because we're looking for new artists right now. Hellhound, pretty cool. There's a lot that I've recognized that I haven't been clicking on just because I've already gone through on my own. But I love this. Looks like a Cubone head. I need some more Pokemon NFTs. I'm kind of slacking in that department. Check out this guy. He's got better. It said monster is the tag. I don't know if he like it just happens to look like a Cubone, but it does. It looks like it actually might just be the motif that he uses. Three minutes until it's been an hour. Okay, this is cool. I was gonna say we might just do the cutoff at an hour, and then after that, buy or re-look at the stuff that I've been looking at before that I can set aside to potentially buy if we're gonna end up buying any of that. Sarasa World. I love the colors and the flashing. These are interesting. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to see if any of these stand out to me relative to other ones, because if I can tell that, I'm sure other people can too. Oh, well, yep, that's the one. There's only 5 of these. Let's see who's got it. Sale for 5, sale for 5. Yeah, it's a no for me. Also, I prefer really high contrast colors because I'm colorblind, so I need to make sure that the colors separate. Like I'm able to differentiate the colors from each other. I think it's cool. It's some cool stuff. Not for me personally, but it does stand out, and I think that's the first step. If you can't tell, I just scan these things really fast, so I could easily be missing some stuff, but I like to go with the method of if it stands out, then I will see it, and that's probably something worth looking at. Alright, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I've been streaming for about an hour right now. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, we'll end it with this is the last thing that maybe it'll take us down a rabbit hole of Javier Montero. Virtually fluctuating currents. Who owns this? Oh, Nicholas Sassoon makes really cool stuff. We'll extend it out a little bit. We'll look at your stuff. We'll look at Nicholas stuff. I don't think I've collected anything by Sassoon, but I've been wanting to. A lot of RGBs. All this stuff's a little bit too similar for my liking. I mean, that might be what's all the stuff that's priced on the bottom. Like, this one's much cooler. pass for now. Yeah, as you can see, we already fought this guy. I've been wanting to get these two. I see these in a ton of people's wallets that collect about a bunch of Tez stuff. 1,000 editions each. Both under $10. Probably the smartest, cheap Nicholas Sassoon piece that anybody could buy. Because if you look at it, price jumps up to 35, 40, and then it's up to 98. And then you can't even get your hands on any of the really high-end stuff. But people don't want to get rid of this guy's art for cheap. I want the expensive pieces this guy has. We're still not going to buy any Sassoon yet, but I think yet is the key word on that. Oh, I mean, like, look, even he's collecting Javier stuff. All right. So out of the things we saved, we got a few things. We got read-only memory, Moose, and primetime TV. I think I'm gonna hold off on this just because I don't want to drop 62 Tezos on a piece right now. I really like it though, so maybe we'll end up throwing a bid on it someday. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Who's got this thing listed? NFT Biker. The other thing I look at is like, okay, if I were to buy this right now for 62, then the floor jumps up to 160. But, you know, not really reliable floor to go off of, because the real floor is really just, you know, if there's demand for it. So like me being on the fence right here at 62, not really sure how long it's gonna last. Especially because just like, when was this? November 26th was less than 2 weeks ago. Somebody bought it for half the price. So for me, I'll sit out for now. I really want to own a Master Tingus thing. So I'm gonna buy Moose right here. I need it in my wallet just for posterity's sake. Who owns this again? I already submitted it, so we're buying it for sure. We're good company. We got Clown Vamp in here. Crying has a really cool collection. And Killer Acid. Alright. A lot of people that I respect their taste and their collections. And then read-only memory. I forgot. I don't think Killboy got that many things. Okay, so he's put out like probably 24 pieces so far. I do like the Pepe thing. 42 was a little bit steep, again, for what I'm trying to pay right now. But 13, you know, I think this is brand new, and then it's his third cheapest thing. Yeah, that's something that I'll definitely end up picking up. So we're gonna buy this one also. But yeah, so this is my process for whenever I'm just window shopping, buying art just for the hell of it. There's not really that much of a process to it. You just look to see what you like. Maybe other people that you respect like the stuff too. And it really is just a snowball effect. Like, I end up following a lot of these people on Twitter, and it's crazy. You end up just meeting these people just off of his action, which is pretty cool. And I can show you guys in just a second. I bought a one of One Piece last week, and then it was the guy I mentioned, Haiti Rocket, who makes really, really cool stuff. And then just in return, like, obviously there's no expectations of anything whenever you buy or sell, or whenever you buy somebody's art. So I collected this. I won it in the auction, and Haiti turned around and then collected a vibe card, like my music collection, just unprompted. Didn't ask them to. They just, I guess they appreciated it. So it's just one of those things, man. And then it kind of just snowball effects from there. I honestly think collecting people's stuff is a really good marketing tool if you're an artist. And yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's alpha. If you guys trying to learn anything from this stream, who knows? I'm hoping that you guys were at least like exposed to something that you today. But yeah, appreciate you guys hopping in. This is again first episode of NFT window shopping. It's gonna be Wednesday afternoon. I'm in the States, so it's afternoon over here. It's gonna be the new Wednesday thing. So join us every single Wednesday. We're gonna be doing stuff like this. Not necessarily on Tezos all the time. We'll definitely look at some ETH stuff and whatever other chains are doing some cool stuff at the time. But if you haven't already, go subscribe to the Apewell on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you. We have spaces tomorrow, so we'll see you there. But appreciate y'all joining in.